I'm gonna say something that might sting a little. You're probably way more attractive than you think you are. You're just terrible at basic maintenance. And before you click away thinking this is another just love yourself pep talk, stop. I'm not here to blow smoke or tell you to manifest beauty through positive vibes. It's not genetics making you feel ugly. It's daily bad habits. Tiny self-sabotages you don't even notice. There's one habit so normalized, you'll defend it even after I explain the damage. Everyone does it. And it's destroying your face from the inside out. So if you want to improve your looks, pick even just one habit from this list. Fix it for a week and watch what happens. Now, let's get into it. Habit number 1, negative self-branding. Stop calling yourself ugly. It's actually related to brain chemistry. Every time you say, I'm ugly, you're programming your identity through self-confirmation bias. Your brain starts filtering everything through that lens. You'll skip the workouts, because what's the point? You'll wear the raggedy old stained hoodie because who cares? Here's the truth. You're not ugly, you're undisciplined. Ugly is permanent, undisciplined is a choice. I'm not telling you to try to convince yourself that you're beautiful if you don't believe it. Just stop saying you're ugly. Neutral is fine. But self-sabotage absolutely makes you become less attractive over time. Women who brand themselves as ugly always prove themselves right. And speaking of self-sabotage, let's talk about the chaos you're living in. Habit number 2, living in chaos. Your messy room is literally making you less attractive. When you live in chaos, clothes everywhere, cluttered surfaces, your brain constantly processes visual noise. This spikes cortisol all day. High cortisol means puffy face, dull skin, and that stressed expression that adds 5 years. Chaos kills feminine magnetism. Feminine energy is grounded and calm. And when your space is a disaster, you carry that same frantic energy everywhere. It shows in your micro expressions, body language, and how you speak. The fix takes 5 minutes. Clear one surface before bed. Make your bed. UCLA research shows clean spaces reduce cortisol by 30%. Your face literally depuffs, all from 5 minutes of basic adulting. But a clean room means nothing if your body feels like it belongs to someone twice your age. Habit number 3, physical neglect. I'm not talking about having perfect abs and sculpted shoulders, but if you start huffing and puffing when you bend down to tie your shoes, that's visible self-disrespect. Picture 2 women. One walks into a room with energy, skin glowing, shoulders back. The other shuffles in, gray-skinned, hunched, breathing heavy from the stairs. Same genetics, different life choices. When you never move, your face loses definition from trash circulation. Your lymphatic system, which drains facial puffiness, stops working properly. Humans instinctively read physical neglect as low self-preservation. People treat you accordingly. Walk 20 minutes, dance making coffee, 10 squats before showering. Movement isn't about being skinny. It's about looking alive instead of looking like you've given up. Habit number 4, emotional eating. We all know the morning after binge face. Puffy jawline, swollen eyes. That's not extra calories. That's emotional warfare. Stress eating spikes insulin and cortisol together, causing instant facial inflammation. Your jawline disappears. Sugar attacks collagen through a process called glycation, making it brittle. Every late night binge is aging your face faster. Use the 80-20 rule. Eat real food 80% of the time. When you feel fake hunger, ask yourself, am I hungry or avoiding a feeling? Your face transforms when you stop using food as emotional Novocaine. And if you think food is aging you, wait until you hear what sleep deprivation is doing. Habit number 5, sleep sabotage. Stop pretending 5 hours is enough. Those dark circles aren't genetic. Everyone sees you're running on fumes. During sleep, your body produces collagen and growth hormone. Cut sleep short, collagen tanks. Cortisol stays high. You get that puffy but hollow look no concealer fixes. Studies show women sleeping under 5 hours age visibly within a week. Your face literally stops repairing itself. Go to bed at the same time every night. Put your phone in another room. That 2 a.m. TikTok scroll is literally aging you. 8 hours isn't luxury. It's maintenance. Your body runs a free anti-aging clinic every night, so stop skipping appointments. Habit number 6, vampire mode. You know that gray, lifeless look everyone gets in winter? That's what happens when you treat sunlight like it's optional. Without morning sunlight, estrogen tanks, serotonin crashes, and skin looks like paper. Random breakouts, hair falling out, your body is screaming for actual light. If you skip getting proper light exposure in the morning, your hormones get out of whack and melatonin fails at night. You're tired but wired. Permanent eye bags and gray skin no highlighter can fix. Spend at least 5 minutes outside before noon. No sunglasses, no phone. It resets everything. Stop living like a vampire and watch your face come alive. And speaking of coming back to life, if you feel like you're dying during your period, check out Paramo. It's a delicious, all-natural drink mix that's packed with nutrients and compounds that will soothe your monthly symptoms and bring back your natural balance. Habit number 7, tech neck. Look at your phone right now. That double chin isn't fat. It's what technology is doing to your facial structure. Forward head posture is reshaping you. Your jawline weakens. Neck skin creases into permanent lines. And not only that, but slouching screams insecurity. The girl hunched over her phone looks defeated. The girl with her head up, she owns the room. Imagine you're wearing an invisible crown and you can't let it fall. Instantly, your neck lengthens and your jawline sharpens. You're not just fixing posture, you're fixing how the world sees you. Habit number 8, zero effort dressing. You know that girl that wears the same old hoodie every day, looking like she just rolled out of bed? That energy gives off certain vibes, and not good ones. When you dress like you've given up, people believe you have. Humans judge effort, not expense. The girl in a clean white tee and fitted jeans beats designer wrinkled clothes every time because effort signals self-respect. All you need is clothes that fit, an iron, and 60 seconds to check yourself. Make sure nothing's stained or wrinkled. Stop dressing like you're invisible, because you're not. And people pick up on your effort, or lack of it. Habit number 9, face touching. You're doing it now. You've probably got your hand on your chin, picking that little bump, and every touch pushes bacteria deep into pores. But it gets worse. Picking creates trauma, collagen damage, scars lasting months. Dermatologists say most scarring isn't from acne. It's from people fixing acne with dirty fingers. You're literally creating permanent damage over temporary problems. Wear a hair tie on your wrist. Hand creeping up? Snap it. Within a week, you'll stop automatically. Your expensive skincare is useless if you're constantly contaminating your face. Now, for the habit you'll probably defend. Habit number 10, caffeine dependency. One coffee isn't the problem. The problem is when "don't talk to me before my third latte" becomes your personality. This is the normalized addiction everyone pretends is cute. Excess caffeine floods you with cortisol, triggering fight or flight over nothing. Skin dries out, eyes go hollow. You're wired but exhausted, puffy but dehydrated. That afternoon crash is your body collecting its debt. So you drink more, crash harder, sleep worse, and need more caffeine tomorrow. 2 cups max. Nothing after 2 p.m. Sleep improves immediately. This gives you real energy instead of borrowed anxiety. So stop letting coffee run your life. Okay, real talk. You're sitting there mentally defending at least 3 of these habits right now. I know because everyone does. The only difference between women who glow up and women who stay stuck is action. Attractiveness isn't genetic luck. It's accumulated daily decisions. Every time you choose sleep over scrolling, water over your 4th coffee, you're building a more attractive version of yourself. It compounds faster than you think. Remember my challenge? Pick one habit, the easiest one. Fix it for 1 week. Then add another. That's how transformation happens. Tiny shifts that stack. You're not ugly. You never were. You're just running bad programming. Unlike bone structure, habits can be changed. Comment which habit you're fixing first. If these hit a nerve, subscribe. We're just getting started.